Alrighty. We are back. I'm a little bit late, but it's good. It's okay. We did it. We made it. That's a great thing about working is that sometimes I can be late. Sometimes it's gonna be late. That's okay. I forgive myself for being late to the stream. That's okay. But we'll try not to be in the future. Just when we are late, we're gonna be gentle with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you hear what I'm saying? I'm plugging up my phone charger. So I was gonna look to get a new phone. Random story time. I was gonna look to get a new phone because I was having issues with my battery, but I think it was just like my plug-in. But I still think I do have issues with my battery. And like the new phone would have been like at least either like the cheapest phone there at Verizon would have been like $150 plus change, tax and stuff, or I could trade my current phone in and then get another phone. It would have cost me like $500 after everything's said and done. Um, what the heck? Where's my video all whack? Where'd my video stop? Come on. There you go. And I was like, nah, I'm gonna use my phone until it dies. I'm trying to save money out here. I'm trying to save money out here. All right, let's get to it. Let's stop while again. Let's stop while again. Study time. Let's get it. Let's get it. Thanks for watching. Let's get it. Let's get it. Where's my hold on. Where's my rain? There we go. There's my rain. Oh. Oh. There we go. There's my rain. I'm like, where's my rain? That's my rain. There it is. Yeah, now we're studying. Now we're in the zone. All right. Pop up my chat. All righty. Where was I? Chapter 2. Chapter 2. Reading this book, Drop in the Drop Track. Independent Consulting. I should put a link in the description to this book. Pretty good so far. Huh. Yeah, my battery is trashed. Hmm. you know what? I should put this in the chat. Let's get it. How old is this though? That's 94. Ah, maybe I should let the little music play. It is really nice. But anyways, break time, break time, time for the break, time for the break. And we get started. And we start. The break. Das break it. Break time. Am I not plugged in? I'm not plugged in. Break time, favorite time. Yes, indeed. Favorite time is break time. Yeah, 10-minute break is very effective. There's some people that only do 5 minutes every half an hour, but I can't. I gotta have 10 minutes. I gotta have to. With 5 minutes, I feel rushed. I feel like uneasy. I feel like I'm not actually able to relax and decompress. I feel like I gotta get stuff done. Oh, let me get water. Let me go to the bathroom. No, 10 minutes is like real chill. Real chill. I'm not stressing out. Just like, if I want to get some water, I get some water. If I go to the bathroom, if I just want to sit here, 10 minutes is chill. Oh, it's morning? Yeah, it's morning here. It is 7:43 a.m. All up in the morning. What time is it for you? Where are you again? Did you say you're in Australia? Waiting for it to testify. Yeah. 10 minutes is like, the whole point of this is that it's supposed to make it studying this thing we have to do, we should be doing with our lives. It's supposed to make this like much easier, much more relaxed. That's the whole point. Real chill, but you're still learning and digesting. So you're still getting the things you need to do done, but it's just a lot more chill. And then after the session, you're through and you're like, man, I just did an hour of work. And that was really, I feel good about it. And then like it starts becoming, like for me, studying was torture. Like reading a book, I'm like, the worst. But when you like chop it down like this, it just makes it doable. It makes it easier. 9:43 p.m. here. Wow. Wait. I'm gonna do one more session and then I gotta head to work. Eventually, I'm gonna start putting out these individual videos. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop the sessions into a half an hour session combined with the break. So it's gonna be 30 minutes plus 10-minute break. But I still have to figure out how to edit my videos. I still haven't figured that because I don't get the chance to practice my editing until Saturday, and by the time Saturday hits, I'm all tired and stuff. I recognize those shoes in that walk. But Saturday is really my only because I don't do any work on Sunday because religious. I respect the Sabbath, even though Saturday is the Sabbath, but you can celebrate it on any day that you want. And then Monday through Friday, I'm streaming to actually have enough content to put out once I actually do start putting out consistent content as individual standalone videos, which will be when my channel actually grows. Right now, I'm just in the testing phase, like the music or I had music. I was thinking about putting on music, but then I was like reading on like in Reddit chats and things like forums, like they don't like music is hit and miss because some people like their own music, but like nature sounds is usually pretty good, like you can put music on in the background, or you can just listen to the sound of nature, and it's like really calming. So that's how I ended up here. And then the images, how I want to set up the chat, how I want to set up or my display, like okay, all that kind of stuff. Not using headphones and just using the laptop. Like I'm still working out on these details. Yeah, I need a break. Yeah, exactly, right. I have ADHD, as you know, so it's really hard for me to focus unless I like trick my brain into it. I have to have like certain techniques to trick my brain into studying, and not hating it. Because if I don't hate it and I actually it's not bad if I don't actively hate it, and I see the benefit of it, then the feeling is a net positive, and it makes me do it. It makes me want to do it more. it makes me like it. It makes me start to enjoy it. Yeah, it's a process. Exactly. Definitely makes me start to enjoy it. And then I could do it long term. Ideally, I'm able to monetize this, for people that can afford to support me. It's a hard economy right now, but people that can support, because I don't actually need to make that much money on this. Because then my plan is if I make enough money on this, even just a little bit, but consistent, it's pretty consistent. It'll probably take me about 2 to 3 years to build this channel out. Once I do though, um, I actually plan to move and live. I'm back moving to the Philippines, and the cost of living is way lower down there. So I can make $500,000 a month, which is basically, not very much in America, but in the Philippines, like, you're living like a king. you know, I can make that amount of money from another country, from a cheaper country. Even though, like, my salary right now is way higher than that, but it's also my living expenses are also way higher. So it's like it balances. But if I'm able to make, $500 to $1,000 a month just doing YouTube, and then that's not even considering any other side jobs I might get, but just doing YouTube, so I have like a steady stream of income. I'm gonna look to open up like a Patreon and things, like a Discord chat, just so to build out a community, all that kind of stuff. All that kind of stuff I'm working on. I'm thinking about it in the back of my head. I'm looking up, I'm doing research on it. But first of all, I've had a YouTube channel before. I had a gaming channel that had 10,000 subscribers. I had a Discord. I had a Patreon. I've already done this before. It was just years ago. But I got to 10,000 subscribers, and then I got bored with it because I got bored with gaming in general. But I'm never going to get bored with learning, right? Learning is universal. It's eternal, right? You can't stop learning. You're not going to stop learning, researching stuff, learning new things. Maybe today it's reading a book, but tomorrow might just be me watching YouTube channel, watching a YouTube video, watching, some computer science stuff, watching some business stuff, just like videos of like learning is learning. I'm never going to stop learning. So that's why I feel like I could do this long term. Also, it helps me stay on track. So yeah, for sure. I'm gonna show you if I can make this sustainable long term, and then also learn some skills that I can utilize to be more productive just in my general life. Like maybe like again with the computer science stuff. Like if I get my degree and I'm thinking about doing my master's in computer science. That's like skills that I can pass down and build a business around. And always have this YouTube channel as like a second, as like a like not passive, but as a source of income to kind of sustain me as I learn and stuff. So I got a lot of things going on. I'm a busy man. I'm a busy guy. I'm a busy guy. Oh yeah, have you been to that? Well, if you're in Australia, then you're right next door. So yeah, you probably. How many times have you been to the Philippines? I'm in America, and I'm on the wrong side of America for the Philippines because I'm in Boston. Boston is like on the opposite side of the country. So the closest location to the Philippines in America is California. That's why there's so many Filipinos in California. Because it's like one flight over. It's like not even a day to fly over. What's the time? How much time do I have? 1 minute 44 seconds. Let me see if I can actually research how long it takes to fly from California to Manila. California to Manila. 14 hours. Yeah, look at that. 14 hours from Los Angeles to Manila. No, it's 15 hours. 15 hours. But from Boston to Manila, it's like where I am currently now, a day, and the closest one, Korean Air, Malaysian Air, a day and 4 hours. So like, geez, 29 hours. Did you have to do a layover? I just have a Filipino family. Then I said, I just have Filipino family. Oh, nice. Korean Air is really nice. I highly recommend Korean Air. Korean Air and Japan Air are very good things. Korean Air. I take Turkish Airlines because of how the timelines, because like how things work out. But that's the thing about being on the opposite side of the country. It takes me much longer to get anywhere. But if I was in California, it'd only take like 15 hours. I could like fly over there on a weekend, but I'm not going to be in California because my next move is probably going to be the Philippines. It's going to be in probably going to be in around 3 years, 2 to 3 years, maybe something like that. Depending on how well this. There's no way. There's no way I don't do well in this YouTube thing. There's no way. As long as I'm consistent with it, once I figure out how to edit, unless I die or something, but as long as I'm alive and capable of like working, I'm definitely gonna be successful in this YouTube channel. I've already done it. I already know how to do it. Okay, we are back. Break's over. Let's get back to it. Stop wasting time. No wasting time. Let's get it. 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 Haha. Restart. uh, all right. Back to the book. Back to the book. We are reading Jumping the Drop Track Independent Consulting for those who are thinking about having more freedom instead of being tied to a corporation. More job security. That's what they claim anyway. Don't have the experience myself, but they talk to people who do. Anyways. Ooh, 6 minutes. Oh, I've been going ham. This is why 30 minutes is the perfect amount of time. Like right when I get down to this amount of time, I feel like I start getting really antsy. But now, just got 6 minutes left and I'll be done. So let's get it. Have a good one, Ori. Good luck. Oh, we are done. Look at us getting it. Let's go to the break. Waste no time. Get some rest. Well deserved rest. Good job. Go us. Go us. Look at us out here getting it. Look at us doing it big. Doing it big. What page did I leave on? I like stop taking notes right in the middle of my sentence. I'm not even gonna go further. I'm just gonna know what page I'm on. Right there. I think I'm slightly ahead of the pace for reading this book. Jumping. What is this? Oh, yeah, the Jumping the Job Track Independent Consulting book. Page 43. I'm doing pretty well. I expect to read 14 pages a day. So I've been reading it for 3 days, 28. That's 14. Is it 40? 38. So 42. And I'm on page 43. Yeah, look at that. Right on track. I said I can read 7 pages an hour, or every half an hour at least. I'm right on track. Yeah, so I'll be done with this book in about a month. 1 book a month, looks like. Maybe short, maybe more, maybe less. I'm gonna have multiple sessions in a day. But I'll only dedicate the first session to reading this book. The next sessions I do like other stuff. Like first of all, next week I'm gonna have class, so I'm probably gonna have to dedicate the second session to just doing homework and studying. And then I also want to dedicate some time to computer stuff as well. Those are my 2 main things. Making sure I ace my class, and then spending my extra time messing around with computer stuff like UiPath automation and stuff. Because I feel like automation is probably going to be the thing I really want to build my life towards. Because I feel like that is long term. Because I'm not just thinking about my life, I'm thinking generationally. The skill set I want to pass down to my kids and my grandkids that I think is going to survive in a world filled with like artificial intelligence. Like I'm thinking like, 100 years in the future, like 50 years in the future, 100 years in the future. How is my family going to survive when robots and artificial intelligence are going to be putting people out of business and replacing people's jobs? I mean, it's already happening now. So one thing is farm. That's why that's another reason I'm going to the Philippines. Is like only so much food can grow on land. I don't know pretty much anything about farming, but I know that you can't farm infinitely. Like you plant a seed, it takes a certain amount of time for that seed to plant. You water it, and then it grows into fruit. Like you can't really, like robots are really going to replace that because one, who owns the land? So really, it's just about owning as much land as possible. And then, if you own the land, you can farm it. So farming is going to be sustainable long term. AI can't replace a farmer because the farmer owns the land. What can happen is like corporations can come in and buy up all the land. Not in the Philippines. You have to be a Filipino citizen or a Filipino business to own land in the Philippines. So it's like China or America or whatever. They can't buy up all the land in the Philippines because they can't own land. So if I go somewhere and there's like farm and stuff like that, I can't own land either, but I can have a business there, a Filipino business with like Filipino, or like have a family where like my wife, or like, where my family would own the land. That's the point. My family would own the land. And then I would also be able to teach my children, my grandchildren, whoever, skills that should be pretty useful long term. And it's going to be AI focused skills because that's where the money is going to be. Call centers and stuff like that. Even nursing. Nursing is eventually going to go away. It's going to go away. Philippines exports a lot of nurses, robots are going to replace nurses. The nurses, robots, they're going to be more accurate. They're going to be able to diagnose. They're going to be able to treat people. Robots are going to replace nurses. Robots are going to replace call center people because the Philippines, Philippines is the call center capital of the world. That Philippines and India. But they're already firing customer service representatives. I used to be a customer service representative. There are companies who are just getting rid of those departments completely. So call centers, they're gonna go away. Those jobs are just gonna be gone. Even like teachers, like they're coming. Like the robots are coming. Like y'all don't think I'm crazy. Yeah, I'm not kidding. The robots are coming. So they're coming to replace our jobs. It's not gonna like in 30 years. Like what are you gonna do? What can you do? You have to own land, own a farm, own land that you can grow stuff out of, because robots can't replace that because there's only so much. Plants can only grow so fast. All right, and then be the person that works on the robots. Like you need those, right? You need people to work on the robots and maintenance the robots. People are gonna have robots. You need people to fix the robots when the robots break. I mean, sure, the robots can fix themselves, but that's a real. I feel like by the time robots begin making themselves and fixing themselves, we're gonna have way bigger problems than you ain't got a job. Like you need people to work on the robots, to maintenance the robots, fix the robots, build the robots, and work on the software that powers the robots, and all that kind of stuff. As long as the robots don't take over the world, those jobs are going to be perpetually useful. So that's the skills I'm trying to build. I'm trying to learn how to do robot stuff. Not the math behind it, not like robotics, like where you got no math and stuff, but like more computer oriented stuff, like coding and like that kind of stuff. And then I'll encourage my children to do the same. My son specifically. My daughter's gonna be doing stuff, but my son specifically. And if I don't have any sons, then my stepsons. My stepsons, I'll teach them. My daughters get married, and I'll teach her husbands. Yeah, I'm rambling now. I'm like super religious, so have that all planned out. Yeah, I'm always thinking about that stuff. Like, what's gonna happen to my grandchildren? How's the world advancing and affect my grandkids? How do I make them thrive in a world that's changing so fast? The robots are coming. They're already here. Honestly, there's just a story of like this big company just laid off like tens of thousands of workers because they were replaced by an AI automation system. Like it's already here. It's already happened. People are already lost their jobs to robots. Today, not even today, like yesterday. Thousands of people have already left their jobs to robots. What are we gonna do about it? You learn. That's what you do about it. You build skills that are irreplaceable, that robots can't replace. That's the solution. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm doing. Build skills that robots can't replace. And if they do replace your job, learn a new skill. Be open to doing whatever you need to do to thrive. Be open to innovation. Just get used to learning all the time. Always learning something new until you die. Never stop learning. Never stop learning. That's the only way. Or be a farmer. Or if you don't want to like be in school your entire life, like literally getting your education constantly and learning this stuff, own land and be a farmer. If you own land. Work a lot, buy land. That's the only solution I can see. Own the land. So even if the robots do come, well, they can't take your stuff because you own the land. They can only work on your land. they can replace the workers, but if you own the land, then you get the benefit of that anyway. And if you own the land, you also have the ability to say, well, I'm not hiring robots. Um, I'm going to produce goods that only people have, and then only people have worked on this farm, and you can sell it that way. Like you can have communities where there's like no robots allowed. Anyways, I'm rambling. I'm rambling. Going crazy. This guy crazy talking about the robots. All right, I'm done. Thanks for studying with me. Thanks for studying with me. If you want to, eventually I'll post this, and then if you want to get the book yourself, hopefully it's helpful. I'll post it in chat or something or pin it to the account. Who knows? But anyways, enjoy your studies. I'm gonna go to work now. Catch you later. Thanks for watching.